There's actually a lot of really cool art in these cells on this level. This is just kind of writing over here. Some more writing over here. These ones are just really colorful and tagged out. Look at this, got a lot to say in here. A lot of messages. This is probably the coolest cell right here. This place is pretty rad, yo. It's got power. I don't know about water or anything, but it's got lights here and there. A couple things you can turn on. It's pretty cool. I really dig it. You know, if you know me, prisons are my favorite. Jails, prisons, police stations, whatever. Anything with bars and cells. I decided to run through this and take pictures, and then we're going to shoot the video on the way down. So some of these lower units got power and they're fully lit up, so you can see a little better. Some of the coolest things about like jails is some of the old graffiti from some of the inmates and all the people that were here at some point. A good buddy actually was sentenced here for, I don't know how long he was actually here, but he stayed here for a period of time, and now it's abandoned. And you actually got to go through it and see it unabandoned and abandoned, so that's pretty cool to be able to, I mean, not really get locked up, but to go to a jail you've been locked up in after it's been abandoned. That's pretty cool. It's crazy they even have the food trays and everything. I saw a bunch of spoons downstairs. Loaded with all the mattresses and everything. And if you didn't know, depending on what jail or prison or how long you're in for, when there's multiple toilets like this, sometimes they pee in one, they poop in the other, they cook in the other. So if you didn't know that, they cook in the toilets sometimes. This is basically just another block right here, just mirrored. And I guess this is probably a rec room back here, but it's empty. But it looks like this would probably be some sort of rec room for the inmates. Oh, look, I just noticed this. These are like little storage bins down here for their stuff. You know, I've always wanted to like completely search through a prison or a jail and try to find a hidden shank. That's what I've always wanted to do. I haven't found like a hidden shank yet, and that's what I want to do. Let's see if we can confiscate something, you guys. Where are they stashing it, huh? Let's shake them down. All right, they're clean. Let's keep rolling. All right, I'm sweating balls. Can't show you my face, but I am dripping. So let's go. Oh yeah, this is cool right here. So the elevator's actually still, I guess, powered somewhat. At least the switch is, so you can kind of try to call it. But it's stuck right there. I kind of want to crawl down there and go through the emergency escape, but it's probably not that cool. So I'm not even going to bother because I'm literally dripping sweat right now. Like, look at my arm. Now imagine that's my face. These floors are crazy. They're checkered. I like it when they do that to the floors. Another unit down here, mostly stripped out. You can actually see where the bunk beds used to lay on the walls here. And for whatever reason, maybe flooding, I don't know, I'm just taking wild guesses, but they took them out for some reason. Maybe they had plans on trying to fix her back up, but I know it's been sitting quite a while, so we'll have to see what happens. I guess I'll show you this control room. This is probably the cooler one. Not really like a lot of buttons to push or anything, but basically right here they'd sit and I guess just monitor everybody and have control of the AC, the lights, and I guess everything else, because you're locked up, you ain't got no control. But yeah, this is I guess where a guard would sit right here, and I don't know, we might even be able to get a little bit of power to these monitors, I'm not sure. Yeah, look at this one starting up right here. We don't have any image though, that's just the monitor, that's not the computer. There's actually a bunch of, you see these quite often at jails and stuff, in case there's like riots or something really crazy goes down. These are compressed air tanks. These are like, yeah, just air tanks you would strap on your back. And they're heavy, so it's in there and it's zip tied shut, so they're still pretty fresh. I'm surprised that, you know, they haven't pulled these out of here yet, because these are probably, you know, worth something, or at least have a purpose. I don't know, it's amazing some of the stuff that they leave behind. Like really, really amazing. Break room or office or something. Super groovy. Got our kitchen line back here. Dishwashing area actually, and actually this probably is the full-on kitchen too. Where's I guess all the appliances are gone. More mattresses all piled up. Medical clinic, but there's nothing in there. These little isolation units right here are pretty cool. I don't know, looks like they'd actually, you know what, this is intake. These are bigger than I thought. These are probably segregated intake units. Here's the major phone room for everybody. I wish we could get in there. That looks pretty cool. I like the colors, green and checkered again. Man, how do we get in there? Gotta be a way, huh? Just haven't found it yet. This is like to the front door here. We don't really want to go shining these lights around too much up front. This is like the front office right here, the front main check-in. This is where there's a little bit of keys right here. So initially I was like, oh cool, keys. But then I actually found a bunch more over here. And some handcuffs even left over. Basically the front right here. That's cool. It's cool we can actually see in there just a little bit through the glass. And we got more glass right here. So somehow I think we got to get back here and maybe even over there. Let's see. How do we do that? So basically what is inside these boxes are these big tanks right here, and depending on how full the kit is, if it's actually a complete kit, it'll have the whole mask and the shield, and not really the shield, like a face shield and a mask and all the gauges and stuff. This one actually is, this one might be open. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, and the back strap. So it has like, it's like a backpack. Oh, it's really heavy too. But basically, you know, if there's a riot or something, these guys will strap this up and go in with oxygen. You know, in case it's like smoked out, or I don't know, they shoot tear gas or whatever they're doing. But this is like a full, and look, yeah, the mask is in there. And, you know, all the gauges, all the clips and everything. Where's your gauge? Actually, I don't see any gauges. Maybe there are no gauges on these. There's this, but I guess that's not really what I was thinking it would look like, but Jesus. So yeah, it's just like a scuba suit, kind of in a way, but just not really for underwater, I guess. What is this? This almost looks like some sort of earpiece or something. I'm not sure what that's for. Actually, here we go. Like, see, there's everything included in the kit. So yeah, that's actually kind of dope. You can do some crazy photos with that. Oh, look at this. It's like, I don't know, it looks so cool. It's like a special filter on it. Heavy duty. So yeah, if there's ever a riot, man, you'll see the dudes come swatted up in that. Here's the big key box where all the keys are, really. Oh, and a set of handcuffs. I didn't see that earlier. But yeah, look at this big old ring right here. All the keys. Like I said, not sure what they all go to, but state body. That sounds so sketchy. State body. You're when you become property. Somebody else's property. That sucks. Oh, this is like an old Crown Vic key right here. An old, this is a cop car key. Got the keys to the old cop car out front. Huh. Take that for a spin maybe, huh? Nah, just kidding. But look at this. Cool little set right there. Stacks of keys, yo. Oh, and look at all these temporary handcuffs. You ever see when they zip tie somebody's hands together instead of have handcuffs. Well, these are all their temporary handcuffs right here for, like, I don't know, big events or big crowds. Basically, when they run out of handcuffs or don't have them handy, they'll zip tie you. Alright, we managed to get up to the front here now, but somehow, in some way, on the other side of this wall is the visitation. Whoa, and actually this looks like a bunch, look at all this personal belongings here in these bags. With everybody's name on it. Personal information, personal property. It's probably where you would, when you were leaving, actually, they'd probably put your bag in this box here. And you'd get your stuff back and be released right here. I bet you this is where homie got released. Yo, if you're watching this video, buddy, comment down below. Is this where you came out when you were released? Did you grab your stuff at this window and walk out that door? Wow, this is actually cool. If you wanted to learn, this is like, dude, if you wanted to learn how to pick a prison lock, this is the best way to do it. Practice with that, huh? Alright, lock-picking lawyer. How do we do this? Let's figure out what makes this thing work. To hit this little lever right here. Oh, look at this, is awesome. Green checkered floor, visitation, baby. Look at these old crazy colors right here. Just imagine all the people sitting down here with tears talking to their loved ones. Damn. Nobody's there. There's actually, you know, we still can't get in here. There's some actually really cool graffiti on the wall, and there's some little tags on the door. And there's some cool graffiti back here too. It's gonna be even harder to see this because the window's all shattered, but if you can kind of peep in there and see. Some of the graffiti on the wall and door in there is pretty crazy. Well, anyways, yo, I think that's about the end of the video. I want to thank y'all for watching. I was really excited to film this one for y'all. You know I love my prisons. Subscribe, stay tuned, lots more coming your way. One more thing, I almost didn't film this just because I'm still in here sweating balls. But I managed to get the visitation room open, at least that other half you just saw. You just saw we got into the other half over there. Not quite this side, but the other side, the public side. This is the inmate side right here. Still locked up, can't figure out that yet. But managed to find a key, and it opens these two locked intake units. We took a look at these earlier. We passed by, and I thought they were isolation at first, but they're look like general population intake. And I found the key for it. So that's super cool.